Introduction. AirAsia says is a low-cost carrier that travels both domestically and internationally. The ticket price does not include the allotment for checked luggage. Passengers can begin checking in 180 minutes prior to the flight's departure time. The airline's main hub, Ninoy Aquino International Airport, serves in destinations all over the world. The airline flies to Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand, with destinations including Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, and Bangkok. Zest Airways Incorporation is the appropriate or the trade name AirAsia Zest, despite the fact that the airline operates under the name AirAsia Zest. Joy Keba, the company's CEO, is in charge, and Philippines is the headquarters address. History. AirAsia was established in 1993 and began operations on November 18, 1996. September 8, 2001, the heavily indebted airline was bought by former Time Warner executive Tony Fernandez and Kamaruddin Meranos. In 2002, the partners turned the company around, producing a profit and launching new routes from the company's hub in Kuala Lumpur. In 2003, AirAsia opened a second hub in Senal International Airport in Johor Bahru and launched its first international flight to Bangkok. In June 2004, started flights to Macau, followed by flights to China and Philippines in April 2005. In 2005, Thai AirAsia started flights to Vietnam and Cambodia, followed by Brunei and Myanmar in 2006. In August 2006, AirAsia took over Malaysia Airlines rural and services routes in Sabah and Sarawak. In 2007, passengers from the barrier-free environment and accessible transport group protested against the airline over its refusal to fly passengers who were completely immobile. September 27, 2008, the company announced 106 new routes to be added to its list of 60. The number of old routes discontinued has not been disclosed. In August 2011, AirAsia agreed to form alliance with Malaysia Airlines by means of a share swap. In February 2013, AirAsia submitted an application to the Indian Foreign Investment Promotion Board. In November 2020, AirAsia did not complete the purchase of six already specifically built Airbus A320neo aircraft. In September 2021, Airbus agreed to cut prices to salvage a $10 billion contract with the flight carrier, restarting the relationship between both partners. In October 2021, AirAsia started international flights after the Malaysian government lifted travel restrictions. AirAsia's origin, corporate identity, and livery timeline. 1996 to 2001, the original AirAsia colors seemed a government-owned full-service carrier. 2001 to 2003, AirAsia Boeing 737 to 300 after the takeover with the Tune Air as a low-cost carrier. 2004 to 2011, A320 the White House fleet on the airline since 2004. 2011 to present an A320 with its current colors SIM. AirAsia Zest logo meaning. In terms of marketing, the combination of red and white is a classic technique. Red is designed to attract attention, symbolize the dynamic of development, moving forward not only the aircraft, but the company as a whole, but that is not all. The red color in the Asian culture is the symbol of good luck, nobility, happiness, and love. Evolution of logo. In 1996 to 2002, AirAsia original color were blue and green with a white eagle and their call sign was Asian Express. In 2002, the old logo featured the name of the brand in a handwriting-inspired script. It was written diagonally in red. In 2009, the script was slightly modified, although its casual style was preserved. In 2013, while there have been no notable modifications in the way the words AirAsia are written, a new element has appeared in the logo, a large red circle. In 2022, the present AirAsia, the largest budget airline in Asia. The airline explained it by the fact that red is the best color in the world. AirAsia's vision to be the largest low-cost airline in Asia and serving 3 billion people who are currently underserved with poor connectivity and high fares. AirAsia's mission to be the best company to work for whereby employees are treated as part of a big family. To create a globally recognized ASEAN brand and to attain the lowest cost so that everyone can fly with AirAsia, and to maintain the highest quality product, embracing technology to reduce costs and enhance service levels.
How AirAsia Zest achieve customers' value and satisfaction. The value proposition can be defined as a statement or promise of value that shall be acknowledged by the customers. The value proposition explains the manner in which the products or services solves customers' problems by delivering specific benefits, and give the customer idea of why should buy products and services from the company and not their competitors. The service quality, price, customer satisfaction, and customer loyalty are the four factors that help AirAsia Zest to achieve customer value and satisfaction. Service quality, a customer's comparisons of service expectations as it relates to a company's performance. Price, the price is exactly matched with the quality of product or service. Customer satisfaction, a measurement that determines how happy customers are with the company's product, services, and capabilities. Customer loyalty, an ongoing emotional relationship between you and your customer, manifesting itself by how willing a customer is engaged with and repeatedly purchase from you versus your competitors. What makes them unique? AirAsia is recognized for its world-class service. The airline has been named Skytrax World's Best Low-Cost Airline 11 years in a row from 2009 to 2019, and World Travel Awards World's Leading Low-Cost Airline for 8 consecutive years for 2013 to 2020. SWOT analysis of the company. The strengths of AirAsia Zest. Low-cost business model with lean, simple, and efficient operations. High focus on technology and innovation. Strong overall financial performance. Strong partnership with third parties for new revenue streams. Weaknesses. AirAsia faltering in markets outside Malaysia. Competitors and limited destinations. The opportunities of AirAsia Zest. Growing aviation market in Thailand. Ancillary source of revenues in airline industry. growing airline retailing market providing new opportunities. And lastly, the threats of AirAsia ZES. Safety concerns and risk of accidents in aviation. High competition in the Southeast Asian industry. Pilot shortage affecting Asia's travel boom. Strategies used during the pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted many across all industries, especially with the prolonged travel restrictions imposed in various countries across the region. Of course, the aviation industry, which stands at the forefront of travel, has been severely affected as well. At AirAsia ZES, various strategies and approaches have been applied for the company and its employees to adapt to the situation. While they remain disciplined from a policy level, their employees, who are the backbone of the AirAsia, has also stepped up at their individual level to get through this situation. From the start of the pandemic, their goal has been to be prepared as possible so that they are able to plug and play at any time when the situation improves, and the people and culture department has been working hard to steer the company through this. Adaptable performance and physical safety, emotional care are their strategies to cope up for this pandemic. Adaptable performance. With a corporate culture that promotes precision, discipline, and personal responsibility, we were all able to quickly adapt to an unprecedented occurrence and continue working and living our daily lives. Physical safety and emotional care. Apart from working proactively with partners to find supplemental jobs for the staff, they sought to provide aid in many possible aspects. They engaged financial experts to provide money management guidance, stage online exercise, yoga, and HIIT sessions to boost health, and also incorporated the Nalori Health and Wellness application to help all stars manage their nutrition intake and physical well-being.
Okay, here's an example of AirAsia's fishbone diagram. In this diagram, I chose a particular problem of AirAsia's Zest that they have experienced in the past, and how this specific problem generates into different problems in different areas of the company. But before I continue, I'd like to emphasize to you the importance of presenting the fishbone diagram. Okay, the main purpose of this is to identify the particular problem in your company and the problems that might occur in the specific problem. By doing this, you will be able to identify the clear plans to address and solve your problem in the company. AirAsia is a low-cost budget airline. A low-cost budget airline. So how does it becomes a problem? I mean, if you are a budget travelers like me, this may sound music to your ear. So why? Being a low-cost budget airlines have downside as well. Like for instance, the equipment they use for the business is low technology. This eventually disconnect the smoothness to run the business effectively and efficiently. The quality of the seats are poor, causing inconvenience to the passengers. AirAsia is the number one airline who too much depends on IT to promote their services. Imagine 60% of their sales are via internet. With too much reliance on IT, there's always a high risk of system disruptions happen on AirAsia online sales. Besides the heavily reliance on IT, customer complaints arises such as cause any flight delays, not able to change flights, No refunds if the customers cannot go or cannot make it to the flight. The services there provided was very limited compared to other airlines. And because of its limited, some services have additional fees. For instance, if they would like to have food on their flights, they have to pay additional fees in advance because food price are not included to the price of the ticket. AirAsia having limitations on the classifications of seats available to the customers, they don't have business classes seats as other airlines provided. AirAsia only have economic class seats for the customers. Okay, next, the employees are not multitasked due to the over-reliance on IT. The usage of force in AirAsia is very less, so the employees are not able to put their full focus on the single tasks. Due to being a low-cost budget airlines which resulted to low technology equipment, again resulted to a very slow flow of check-in and check-out procedures. Next, I'm going to discuss the strategies that AirAsia adopted and the strategies that AirAsia should be adopted from the quality gurus. The first guru is Edward Deming. William Edward Deming is widely acknowledged as the leading management thinker in the field of quality. One of the 14 points methodology of Edward Deming was adopted by AirAsia. It is eliminate exhortation. AirAsia Airlines depends on IT to promote their services. 60% of the AirAsia's sales are via internet. One of the 14th methodology of Edward Deming should be adopted by AirAsia is that promote every process. Promoting your company's product and services online is indeed a great way, but there's always a downside of it. Sure, it provides information online, but that information is limited. Lack of communication or limited communication surely a means of emerging more complaints. AirAsia should put up more physical outlets like AirAsia ticket outlets so that the terms can be discussed right there and then, or AirAsia hotlines. This way, systems disruptions could be eliminated. There are many ways to promote AirAsia than depending so much to IT. There are many ways to promote AirAsia's services than depending so much to IT, such as TV commercials, radio commercials, posters, and printouts. Sponsoring bigger events, for example, there is a big event that has a grand prize of vacation. AirAsia will fly the winners to their travel destinations. The next guru is Philip Bayard Crosby. Philip Bayard Crosby was a businessman and author who contributed the management theory and quality management practices. He initiated the Zero Defect program at the Martin Company. One of the 14-step methodology from Philip Crosby that was adopted by AirAsia was do it over again. Last October 2021, AirAsia has been awarded Asia's leading low-cost airline for the 5th consecutive years. AirAsia has also been awarded Asia's leading low-cost airline cabin crew for 6 years running at the 28th World Travel Award 2021. One of the step methodology from Chris Crosby that should be adopted by the AirAsia is goal setting. AirAsia is a low-cost airline, and we all know about it. Thus, it is critical that the airlines keep its operating cost as low as possible. For instance, the fluctuations of the fuel cost. They should adopt possibility to upgrade or innovate their fuel machine, like for instance, optimizing their engine to OptiClimb OptiClimb will save them up to 3% of its climb fuel. This way, AirAsia is not only upsetting its carbon emission, but also proactively reducing them at at the source, and also further reducing cost for the benefits of its customers. Its competitions like Virgin Airlines, Singapore Airlines, Emirates Airlines have been practicing this. Okay, the next guru is Joseph Moses Duran. Joseph Moses Duran was a Romanian-born American engineer and management consultant. He was an evangelist for quality and quality management. He wrote several books on those subjects. One of the quality trilogies of Joseph Moses Duran that was adapted by AirAsia is that quality control. The quality policy of AirAsia is that we honestly play a role as a troubleshooter and a problem solver to maintain airworthiness of the aircraft, which we served by complying with applicable regulations and maintaining continuous improvement to the complete satisfactions of our customers. AirAsia quality policies are focusing to four aspects, and these are safety first, customer satisfaction, conformance to requirements, and continuous improvement. One of the quality trilogies from Joseph Moses Duran that should be adopted by AirAsia is that quality improvement diagnosis. Challenges is balancing services quality with pricing. AirAsia carries a low-cost carrier image. However, customers are not willing to compromise on quality just because they charge low. And satisfaction is based on the quality of services. To achieve ultimate quality customer satisfaction, AirAsia should diagnose what services that are lacking. Services that they removed in order to sustain their image as being the low-cost airlines, such as incomplete meal serve on the plane, additional charges for any additional services while on board. They should address these concerns and make adjustments without compromising their title, the low-cost airlines. Our next guru is Armand Feigenbaum. Armand Valin Feigenbaum was an American quality control expert and businessman. He devised the concept of total quality control, which inspired the total quality management. One of the 10 points on quality management from Armand Feigenbaum that was adopted by AirAsia is that continuous quality improvement needs extensive range of new existing quality technology. AirAsia is a capital-intensive business that provides enormous range of expensive equipments and facilities. From airplanes to flight simulators to maintain hangars just to operate effectively and efficiently. One of the 10 points on quality management from Armand Feigenbaum that should be adopted by the AirAsia is that quality comes if it is a clear, customer-oriented, effective, and structured. What is lacking about the management of AirAsia is that being customer-oriented rather than focusing to product orientations more. Customer orientations is a business approach that puts the needs of the customers over the needs of the business. AirAsia should align its business goals with their customers' goals. Building a customer-oriented culture means recognizing that the customers are the business. I will further explain this later. The next guru is Genichi Taguchi. Genichi Taguchi was an engineer and statistician. He developed the methodology for applying statistics to improve the quality of manufactured goods. One of the 8 points approach from Ginichi Taguchi that was adopted by AirAsia is that examine the data, identifying optimum level for the control factors, and foresee performance. Then, the direct content data analysis, AirAsia's critical internal success factors can be attributed to the extraordinary entrepreneurial foresights, skillful application of low-cost airline mode, unconventional marketing approach, and its corporate culture. One of the 8 points approach of Ginichi Taguchi that should be adopted by the AirAsia is that determine the main function, side effects, and loss modes. The basic product strategy in AirAsia marketing is its low-cost airline services. There are some services that they cut to sustain its image as low-cost airlines. Because of this, AirAsia is a bit taking a detour from its main functions. So, what is the main functions of AirAsia? AirAsia is providing air transport, travel, and lifestyle products. It transports not only things but humans. We travelers, when we travel, cheap fare is not enough. We need comfort too. If this will not attained by the passengers, there will be side effects. So what are these side effects? Okay, the side effects are first, customer complaints. Under customer complaints, there is an uncomfortable seat. Narrow and cramped seats will be always a problem for the passengers. There are also hidden charges and customer services. If this problem or side effect cannot solve right away, the lost mode of AirAsia would be decrease of profit and losing passengers. Our last guru is Kaoru Ishikawa. Kaoru Ishikawa was a Japanese organizational theorist and a professor in the engineering faculty at the University of Tokyo. He is a man behind the fishbone diagram and noted for his quality management innovations. One of the 6 fundamental principles of Kaoru Ishikawa that was adopted by AirAsia is that quality first. The mission of the AirAsia is that to maintain the highest quality product, embracing technology to reduce cost and enhance service levels, to create a globally recognized Asian brand, to be the best company to work for, whereby employees are treated as part of a big family. The vision of AirAsia is that to attain the lowest cost with the high quality service so that everyone can fly with AirAsia. One of the 6 fundamental principles of Kaoru Ishikawa that should be adopted by the AirAsia is that customer orientation, not product orientation. So what are the difference with these two? Customer orientations and product orientations. Okay, I mentioned a while ago that one of the problem of AirAsia then was too much depends on IT to promote their services, which resulted to customer complaints due to the miscommunications or misunderstanding. It is good to emphasize the quality product of AirAsia. Okay, that's what you call product orientation. And this was what IT did to promote their services. What AirAsia should adopt from the Kaoru Ishikawa's 6 fundamental principles is that customer orientations, which is to know and emphasize the customer needs and wants.